Hi, folks. Thanks for joining in today for another episode of Weekly Forecast and Updates brought to you by Des Moines New Age Shopping Community Center as well as Des Moines New Age Radio. I'm your host, Alicia, and I really appreciate you guys being patient. I know I did not get this out on Sunday. I tell you what, these retrogrades are kicking my butt 100%. But the nifty thing is, this is the last day of Mercury retrograde. Now, the Neptune, the Chiron, the Saturn, and the Pluto retrogrades, they're doing a lot more than the Mercury, but the Mercury is the one that messes up communication, tech, travel, different stuff like that. More day-to-day, and it's also the faster moving retrograde. So it is ending today, the 27th, but at the same time, we're also going to have a shadow zone, a shadow period for Mercury retrograde. For each retrograde, think of a retrograde like an Oreo cookie. The actual retrograde is the white part in the middle, but you have the before shadow zone, which is where it's about 2 weeks before, for the 2 weeks leading up to the retrograde. It shows you what's coming up, all the issues that are going to be displayed for that planetary retrograde. And for a lot of people I know, this Chiron and Mercury retrograde has all been about finance, job, home, all that stuff. So then you got your retrograde, and then you have a week to 2 weeks of your following shadow zone, the end shadow zone, where all of your issues from that retrograde are going to be closed up, and they're going to come to their inevitable conclusions whether we like it or not. So, and I'm definitely seeing that with this Mercury. I mean, wow. Woo! The whole theme of the year has been falling apart to fall into place, and wow, it's really revved up in the last 2 months. Honestly, July through August has just been bam, 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 you know? So, now, Mercury is into retrograde, or Mercury's direct. Yay! The other thing is we are in the waning crescent moon, and the waning crescent is all about healing, surrender, letting go, going with the flow, and preparing for our next lunar cycle. The full moon being the culmination, but this is, Now, that is in Gemini, and Gemini is always your party sign. They have never met a stranger. They always know. They know the gossip. They know the party to go to. They know the people. They know this, that, the latest gadget, what have you. And that is absolutely amazing. So this tells me, with a waning crescent in Gemini, that it's time to kind of relax, kick back, and let off some of that stress, because we've been pushing hard these last couple of months, and it's just been like, wow. I don't know about you guys, but woo-hoo-hoo. And yes, there are many miles to go before we sleep, but we got to take just a little bit of break, back down a little bit, take a deep breath, and then kind of just go with the flow. Kind of just, if we can, try and leave off some of that stress. At least that's what I'm seeing this week. Now, I'm going to go to the tarot portion of it, now that we have what the sky is doing. So, as you guys know, I always love to pull the shadow card, which is at the bottom of the deck. And that's kind of the root of the reading, the root of what's happening the way it is. And the reason why the way it is, oh my God, I'll be so glad when the shadow zone is done. Anyways, so the shadow card is the devil. And the devil is all about being chained to the material, being worried, being afraid, being put upon. And I'm seeing a lot of that. A lot of people worried, a lot of fear, a lot of economic worry out there. And I completely understand it. I'm right there in the same boat with you guys. Okay? All y'all. But with this, I'm seeing that the root of us going into this week is a lot more worry. It's the stress and the worry rather than coming from a place of clarity and insight. Because also with the devil, what comes with that is a need for discretion in all of our affairs, but especially business, home, anything that's truly important, discretion. Weighing situations, thinking them through. The devil card does correspond to the zodiac sign of Capricorn. And if you think about it, if you know much about the sign of Capricorn, it was at one point thought to be the archer or the bowman originally. And that was because an archer has to think about all of the different shots, all of the different angles, the wind currents, everything. They have to take everything into consideration and weigh that out before they take that shot. And that's very much how the Capricorn mind works. So in all our endeavors that are truly important, we needed to have that Capricornian energy, that discretion, that forethought. And from what I'm seeing in this reading, I think we skipped over the discretion and just stayed kind of with that worry and fear, anxiety kind of thing, material. So first off, we've got, Eight of Wands. And now, Eight of Wands reversed. And I swear to God, I shuffled these guys, but all the ones outside the devil, they're all reversed. So we've got Eight of Wands reversed. And what that is, it's a very stuck energy. So we're not seeing the progress that we need, that we want to see. I mean, we are exactly where we need to be, but what we want to see in our endeavors, in everything that we're doing, we're not seeing the progress. We're not seeing the push forward and the results that we're wanting. So that stuck. We're feeling stuck. We want to go, and we're just feeling stuck. Now we've got the King of Cups. And that, when it's reversed, it has that energy, it's the cups are all about emotions. So it has that energy of almost like a soda pop bottle that's being shaken and shaken and shaken. And you can see its caps ready to pop right off and make a mess. So that's kind of where we're at. We've let that worry get to us. We're feeling stuck. We're not pushing. We're pushing forward and we're not getting the results we want. And we're about ready to just and blow up and just, do something that we shouldn't. Even if it's just yell at somebody or something like that, we're ready to do something that is unnecessary. And right along with that waning crescent, we need to relax, shift down into lower gear, take a deep breath, and do whatever we need to do to take this energy and either pour it toward a creative purpose. For me, myself, I love artwork or writing, anything creative. I love that. My friend Antoinette, she prefers to go to the gym and just hit the gym really, really hard. Christina Mosley, she's a belly dancer. I know she prefers to belly dance this stuff out of her system. Anything, my husband, Dennis, he will go and play fighting games when he feels this kind of stress. Whatever it is you need to do to calm that soda bottle down and get it to set the soda bottle down, to quit shaking it, set it down and just let it bleed off. Whatever that is, do that. Because the other thing we've got right next to it, I swear to God, I shuffled, right next to it is the Queen of Cups reversed. And that is a big sign for we're letting our minds wander too far. We are actually letting our imagination run away with us on bad scenarios and everything like that. And that's not something we should do. We're actually pouring the soda pop shaken bottle into the imagination land. And that's not a good thing, because one thing I will tell you, emotion is absolutely wonderful for manifestation, but it's the direction. It's the mind that holds it. So if we're directing it toward fear and worry and all that other bad stuff, that's not going to be good. So we want to take all that emotional energy and direct it towards something productive, something we want, instead of, oh my God, no. Now, on the Tuesday night talks at 8:35, I will be discussing setting up the basics of setting up a sacred space. And I'm going to say, anybody watching this that wants a little bit more clarity on that, watch this, because it will help. Setting up a sacred space and getting that lined up and actually starting to do some of the rituals and things like that will help your mind focus, and it will help you focus on a better outcome, using all that manifestation energy to manifest something amazing in you or your kids or your loved ones or your friend's life. Now, I pulled one more card because I didn't like where we were at, and it came in Three of Swords reversed. Now, that is, the Three of Swords has always been for me heartbreak unless you can communicate. When it's flipped around, it's more about negative self-talk, just us getting down on ourselves and not really communicating with ourselves for the highest good. If that, how do I put this? Three of Swords reversed means we need to be a lot nicer to ourselves, a lot more compassion, a lot more nurturing, and we need to forgive ourselves, to release some of that pain that we're holding, that we're carrying, whatever it may be. We've got to release some of it, because once you release that, you're actually making way for better stuff to grow. Now, that's a portion of that. Updates on the shop. We will keep the Mercury retrograde sale going for this next week. So I don't have the window to show you, but just go on the shop's either website or Facebook or what have you. And you will see what all's on sale. Basically, it's, I believe, 25% off on all light blue crystals, getting that throat energy up, getting it moving. And then updates. We have a lot coming up. But I'm not going to say anything about it until all of it's fleshed out and gelled. We will have our September in-house shop fair coming up, and we've got some awesome vendors for that. We have our crystal vendor, Peaceful Jewels, back for that, so I'm very happy. We have Kasumi doing readings. Let's see, what else? I believe we have Willow Tree readings and Sunshine Oracle as well as our medium. He's going to be up and running for this one. Another quick thing. Poor Nicole. So you guys, we all love Nicole. She is absolutely amazing. So we want to wish her a bunch of good vibes. Nicole actually fell at her other job and managed to dislocate her shoulder. Thankfully, nothing's broken. Thankfully, yay. So let's all wish her a lot of positive energy and a lot of healing. This poor girl. I went to see her at the hospital. Jesus. Oh, she looks pretty banged up. So I'm going to be helping her in any way I can. Dennis and I are going to try and take her to some of the hospital appointments and everything like that, because she's also got to get more stuff checked out. Anyway, so she may not be in for a little while, just simply because she's like, hey, I can come. I'm like, no, you can't come in. You are on bed rest. Just go rest. So she is absolutely amazing, but we want to wish her a lot of positivity and a lot of healing. Also, Kasumi will be doing tarot readings this Wednesday from 5 to 7, as well as this Saturday coming up from 11 to 7. So definitely come see them. They're absolutely amazing. They do verbal energy work through peaceful communication, peaceful chatting, just sitting down and chatting with them. And then goddess-based tarot readings. They're actually very good, and they've got a very soothing presence. Let's see, what else? I know there were other updates, and I'll probably think of it the minute I'm off of here, but this teaches me for not making notes. Haha. Anyway, so let's all just send Nicole some positive energy, and this just happened last night, so we're all still in a bit of shock. Even she's in shock. She's absolutely miserable in her sling. They made her wear a sling, and she's just like, it would drive me nuts. But I'm really glad she's wearing it, and she's home and just being peaceful and all that, which honestly, wow, waning crescent, that's funny. Okay, so I guess Nicole just got a universal thing of sit down and chill out and be calm. Anyways, all right, well, let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us on Spotify, the Des Moines New Age Radio Spotify channel. Because I'm going to be moving all the videos over there. Just Facebook's a bit hinky and all that fun stuff. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Mwah. Loves to you all. I will see you next week, hopefully on Sunday night. Yay! All right. And now I'm going to go to the outro. Thanks, guys. Love you all. See you soon.